Without a doubt, cash flow can make or break a business. That's why we see so many different applications out there nowadays giving you options to send an invoice out, receive payment online, or go and pay a vendor online. There's even tons and tons of different merchant processing, ACH programs, all of this. That's why in this video, we're going to show you the fastest way to make business-to-business payments with a really cool company, Forwardly. Recently, I started using Forwardly as a means in which to send my invoices out electronically and receive payment from my different customers. And as part of the process, I wanted to create a video that demonstrates what it looks like from the client side that receives that email and what type of information they need to put in to be able to pay you quickly. What I mean by that is Forwardly's been advancing their process to where you can send a request to be paid and they can just very easily enter in their checking routing number, and it kind of goes the slow version. But one of the coolest things about Forwardly is that if both parties have an account, they're taking advantage of the new FedNow system where you can do what they're basically saying is like instant payments. So once both companies are fully registered, you can go from company to company within like 30 seconds. So we're going to jump in on this video and show you from the client side what they need to do when you're asking them to send you money. So why don't we go ahead and jump right into this now. Right, I'm basically logged into my Forwardly dashboard and I've got my invoice I created for myself and I want to request payment for it. So I can basically just click request here. This is going to pull up and I'm sending to a specific email. This is a $5 specific charge and it's going to tell me where I want the account, which account I want it to basically go into. I can set it up for either bank transfer or credit card. This credit card is a new functionality, so I have not set that up yet, but I will within the next day or two. So I'm going to go submit the request. And they're now sending out an email. So let's go jump over to my Gmail and we should get a response or request here pretty quick. There it is. That basically says, okay, hey, shows up from Forwardly. And this is the kind of thing I wanted to look at. So a key thing to know is the email comes from help@forwardly.com. So you'd want to make sure people are aware of that. It does have an attachment of the invoice on here. We can click on that and see it very easily. And then for us here, if we want to send the payment, we'll click on send payment. Now this is where the distinction comes into play of how you want to do this. The initial information you have to put into here is your basic details. Now, you're really not supposed to send money to yourself, but I actually spoke to them specifically to try to be able to create this video and do this testing. If you try to send money to yourself, it actually would trigger a fraud alert, just so you're aware. Verify. Okay, there we go. So now I got my code. Beautiful. Okay, so with that set up, now we have our two options we were talking about. If we do manual payment, this is going to be the method we would use to where we just enter in our checking account routing number and the payment will go through pretty quickly. You'll be able to go through this part of the process very quickly. What it doesn't do is it doesn't get the payment to the person quite as fast. Now, if you do connect instantly, this is where they're going to actually securely log into the bank account. So you're making the true relationship. You end up making connection through a bank feed through Plaid, and that will offer different options. I'm going to do this one for now. Here, account type, business checking, personal checking. So we'd go business checking, put the routing number. So we'd basically put all of this information in, and then the account holder name needs to be the actual name on the account itself, and then click pay now. So if I do it this way, that will then set it up to where it will send us a check instead of doing the instant connect instantly version. So this time around, let's go and let's actually try to go through like this connect instantly to show what that would look like. So I'm going to click on continue. We've got our spinning screen here and it pulls up the Plaid connection. So enter our phone number in. Get our code, which is interesting. I've done this part before with Plaid, so I'm wondering what that's going to mean. Like, will Plaid remember that there we go. That's nifty. So Chase was previously connected kind of thing. And I just realized that. So, and we'll go continue to log in. All right, so I just entered in my username, password stuff. This is normal process stuff where you got to validate your access, of course. So I can choose which one, so forth, connect my accounts. So again, by doing this part, this is me doing a full connection. It needs to be able to read what's available. So you can go further with this to be able to accept payments and send payments at that point. Please wait while we redirect you. I like the thing at the top here. So now we're at the point. By doing this direct connection piece, what I've done is I can now click and just send. So I'm going to click pay now. Click on that one and pay now. Okay, so why don't we do a quick recap of all the important details here. Basically, you've got your two different choices as a client on how you can send money to the person requesting it who sent you the invoice. If you use the bottom one, that's where you're going in and you're basically putting in your account and routing number. You can do that without having to connect your bank, make an account, do anything else, and it will send them an ACH payment in about 3 business days. Of course, depends on the business days, the time of the day, that kind of thing, of course. Now, if you want it to go a little bit faster, and truly more importantly is if you're looking to benefit from using Forwardly yourself, if you go that top connection and you connect your bank account through Plaid, you can first just do that connection itself initially, authorize payments to go out of it before you really create a Forwardly account for yourself, and that'll do a faster version of an ACH. Not 3 days, but still not 30 seconds. The way you get down to that 30 seconds and the time and the money savings is when both people have a Forwardly account fully registered and it takes advantage of that FedNow system, and you can quickly send money back and forth very, very quickly. Keep in mind as well, Forwardly is also offering now merchant processing where people can pay via credit cards, but at the time of this video, I have not set that up into my account, so we didn't include it in this specific video. I hope this video helped you guys better understand how, as the client, you can set up your portion to make a payment through, and as well for if you're somebody sending an invoice out, maybe how you can help direct that client to get through the process very easily.